Well, good morning. Good morning, Virgo. Good morning, guys. I know some of you are still sleeping. I'm going to give you guys the opportunity to come into the room. Virgo, we're going to be doing your first live reading for 2025. Hey, Bree, good morning. Good morning. Um, We are going to start with your main theme card. So the theme card, we're going to be using this deck that I started like pretty much using last week. And then we're going to get down to the nitty gritty of your general reading, Virgo, like we normally do. Okay. Hey, Miss Baker. Hello, Lars. Good morning. Tiffany. Good morning. Hey. Earth. Oh my goodness, I don't want to say your name wrong. Taishim, what's going on? Hey, hey. All right. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's get into the reading, guys. Let's see what's going to come out. So let me just go ahead and say what's happening with Virgo. So those who are Virgo, whether sun, moon, or rising, or if you have Pisces in your chart, there will be a North Node, South Node thing happening on January 11th. You'll just have to know where that is in your chart. I have been getting requests for that. If you guys want to know how that is going to impact you, you guys already know what you need to do. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's just get your theme card. This is for Virgo. Let's get Virgo's theme card. Theme card for Virgo. I'm just going to pull from the top unless it falls out, okay? I'm going to pull from the top. Let's see. This is for Virgo. Virgo theme card for this week. This week only. Oh, that was a lot. You guys got a lot to say here. Theme card is the Knight. This is the Knight of Cups. At first, when I first got this card, I thought it was the King, but no, it's the Knight. Wow, the Knight of Cups is an offering cup. It is what someone brings into you, whether romantically or if this is talking about job wise. Okay. Now, I am going to read the book because that's what we're doing here on a Sunday morning. Okay. This is a part of my preaching, as they will say, right? But I always tell you what I see first based off of, the knowledge of the Knight of Cups. Some of you guys are just now coming back from traveling. I don't know how I saw that. I don't know where that came from, but I heard something about traveling. Maybe you made travel plans, or you were in a different environment this week, or you will be in a different environment this week coming up. And I think maybe on the weekend, maybe you were with friends and family, you spent a night over someone's house, and now you're back at home. That's something that I'm seeing here. But overall, this is something that's going to be given to you this week, or the idea, maybe the idea or the theme of offerings will happen this week for you. So I want to see what this means here. Ooh, I hate cards that bend. That's like my biggest pet peeve. That's the reason why I don't get cards that big. So let's get the Knight of Cups. Let's see what this says according to the book, and then we're going to get into the reading. Oh, it says romantic energy. That's the first thing that it says. Romantic energy. It says it's like a true poet. It speaks of truth through the abstract of creativity. It says this is sensuality and vulnerability. It says that for some of you, though, however, it may have been a conversation that may have triggered some emotions that you didn't necessarily like. So let's say if you are in a romantic relationship, there was deep conversations this weekend, or there will be. It is a very sensitive energy. Okay. It is the juice that ignites the passion, not only in your romantic life, but also in your personal life, especially if you've been feeling very disconnected to reality. So I'm going to just take it for what it really is. Like I said before, the Knight of Cups is very romantic. But again, like I said, I can see other things outside of that. But this is moving into this week. So you guys may feel a little bit more like in love, or I don't know, you guys may daydream a little bit more this week. That's what I'm seeing. I'm just telling you. Okay. Especially if there's someone in particular that you have your eye on. But let's see if this is also speaking of some type of job movement or change. So let's get it. This is going to be for Virgo. First card that flipped over is the Six of Cups. Here it is again, more water. This is in harmony with possibly someone new. You got the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This could be, especially if you guys have children by someone, got child here or children. This could have something to do with your children's mother, children's father, moving on from that energy or reminiscing. Maybe you're not with your person of interest, whether you have children with them or not. But again, I just said that you're going to be in this daydreaming. I wish I would have said more so melancholy, not melancholy. What is it called with the Six of Cups? When you the memories of someone, nostalgia. That's actually what I was trying to say with the Knight of Cups. So I do feel like there's this like, oh, I remember what we did on Saturday. Oh, I still have those thoughts of a conversation we had last week. I don't know why I keep seeing that. You guys have very deep feelings and deep intimacy over the last week and a half. Okay. And if you have not, this is letting me know that there is going to be a soulmate that's going to come into your life very soon. Not really sure how soon, depending on where those nodes are going to hit. It could happen anywhere between now and February, March, something like that. But I definitely see that there is a love interest coming in. But I feel like more so in a day-to-day situation that is talking about mother, baby mother, or a child's father that is trying to re-enter your life, or you have some type of like memories of them being around. Now, when it comes down to your money, Virgo, your money is going to get better. Okay. So you have all of this water energy. I'm not sure if you have any nodes or planets and water signs, but let's see what comes out. This is for Virgo. We got the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, establishing something meaningful. And that's what I see you doing this week. Most of you guys are going to be at home or focusing on home chores. This is going to be cleaning the home. Some of you guys are going to be organizing, prioritizing, maybe have some responsibility with your parents, your family this weekend, or coming up week rather. Coming up week, you guys are going to have more responsibility at home base, whether it's yours or your family. And I see this is mostly talk about you guys need to plan and organize the home. So this is you kind of removing yourself from other people, which is something that I see. I don't see anybody really around you too much, unless it's your normal family, those who are inside the home. Giving them help, giving them chores to do, to help with, cleaning the carpets, cleaning the closets, reorganizing the pantries, that type of stuff is something that I'm seeing that you guys are going to be focusing on the beginning part of this week or towards the end part of the week. Okay. And this could happen actually on Saturday, but I'm just seeing it right now. I also see that for some of you, and I know for a fact that this type of energy comes out right before tax season. It happens every year. It happens every year. I always see money coming out that you guys normally don't get. So some of you are going to be definitely working on your taxes, okay? Because that's what I see, money coming in. That's in a abnormal amount. Okay, so this is not what you get at your job. This is not what you normally get. So I feel like this is something that you guys are going to be working on. Because remember, the Six of Cups talks about past money that a lot of you are going to be getting. So when you get your taxes, you're going to be focusing on that as well. All right, you got something else that popped out here. You got two. You got the Lovers in the upright, and you got the Three of Wands in the upright here with the Strength card in the upright. All right, so we just talked about that, right? So here and it's sitting literally right below two of the main cards that I like to see, because the Ten of Pentacles question is a question. It's saying, will my relationship have longevity, especially if we're talking about love? So a lot of you are, that's a question that you have. Is this going to go, um, does this have longevity or lasting power? Now, some of you may have two different choices, okay? The lovers to me in this reading is not necessarily about a choice of two different lovers. Some of you do, but that's not necessarily the case. Like I said, I really do feel like the lovers card here is representative of the soulmate energy. You got the Six of Cups, you got the lovers card. You definitely have a soulmate sitting somewhere in your life, whether you know them now or not, they are coming. Remember, the knight is on a horse, especially the Knight of Cups is on a horse. So I do see, and a lot of you have been waiting for that. Isn't it interesting? Because the Three of Wands is sitting in right behind the lovers. Are like, oh, okay, this is it. This is when I was been told the love is coming in, and it's telling you that there is some predestined things, fated things are going to happen for you here, Virgo, with the Six of Cups sitting in the first position. So a lot of you are going to have meet people with children, okay, or you're going to combine families. Ten of Pentacles. Let's say this has nothing to do with children. This is you building something with someone that you really, really like. Okay. That's something that I'm saying. I see romantic getaways and trips. Like I said, if that has not happened yet, that is definitely going to be something that you guys are going to be planning on doing. Whether it's February, March, April, whatever. That is something that I see. But you have to establish something first. That's what the Ten of Pentacles is basically saying. You have to establish that with this person. A very romantic year for you here, Virgo, because that's all I've really been getting. Okay. I'm not saying that it's not money. I'm going to tell you about that in a minute, but it is very more so romantic or trying to establish a romantic partner for you. And that's what you're waiting for. Interesting enough, I always tell you guys that the Three of Wands is always an expansion energy anyway, right? Three is freedom from the thought of being alone, yearning. Maybe you're dealing with someone at a distance, specifically with the Three of Wands. You could be dealing with someone who's at a distance. Maybe they travel for work. Maybe you travel for work, and that's the reason why you're missing them here with the Six of Cups. Like I said before, it's not a bad feeling. This feels very good. This is a good love. This is a good feeling. And if you have not come across that yet, that's what you will be coming across. Now, is that the same for everybody? No. Okay. It just depends on where you are and, you know, the degrees of your chart, basically where Virgo lies. Because, yes, for some of you, there are, and more so for those who are in a long term. If you already have children with this person, we already talked about mother, a wife, a husband, you know, someone that you have children by, baby daddy, baby mama. It has been a very frustrating journey for you. So your situation is a little bit different. Okay. So for you, the Three of Wands is more so a question or a decision that you're going to have to make. The Three of Wands, she's looking out saying, can I live my life without this man? Can I live my life without this woman? Okay. That is what you have to ask yourself. Okay. And it's funny because she is looking out and she's pretty much is looking out. So I would say for you, your situation is different because you have a completely different kind of situation. You are a part of a union already. Okay. So, you know, for you, the situation feels more so dead end. You don't really know what to do. Maybe some of you have found new lovers. It could be true. Some of you guys have. Okay. Or you may have found out that your person has found another lover as well. So you have major decisions. So I don't really go too deeply with the people who are married because it's too much stuff that's intertwined in that. Now let's go ahead. Let's get to the money portion. Virgo, as far as you with money, I'm going to go ahead and lay 4 more cards out here for you. And I'm going to see if I can see planetary action here. This is for Virgo. Oops, one at a time. Some of you are definitely, you got Gemini in your chart. You definitely will be making more money. For some of you, there's somebody from the past here. It's either a past job, because I'm looking at what's at the bottom of the deck too. Either a past job, a past associate, a past person, someone that you know that will be communicating with you about an opportunity here. And I do see money. And I don't know if it's a past job, past person. something from the past that is going to increase your finances. Two of Pentacles. Oh, wow. Here we go again. Wow. Well, this is crazy because the Ace of Cups is blessings to me. I always talk about the Ace of Cups representing representative of your cup, overflowing blessings coming in. And there is someone coming into your life that is extremely charming. Remember the King of Wands came out in that first position. I always remember everything that I pull, and even if it doesn't fall, it's still a part of the story. There is someone here that you are really into, and this really could go somewhere. I see a proposal for some of you. This is definitely not for those in a marriage because you're already married. This is for those who are single, and there's a proposal coming with that Ace of Cups. Exactly. The Knight is a offer. It is a proposal, right? It's offerings, it's proposal of some sort. This is the reason why I say that can happen with love, or that could actually happen with a job. Okay. Those who have been in a long-term committed relationship, like I said before, you have a decision to make. True enough, the Two of Swords fell on the Ten of Pentacles. Dealing with love. Has love poured out here? I don't think so, but you got to make a decision about if you want real love, true love in your life, especially if it's been hard. It's so funny because some of you are going to be coming across a new lover. And the thing is, it's like you're fearful here. It's like you're kind of afraid. You've been so used to being by yourself for so long. You know, you're guarded. You're not open to it. And the thing is, I feel like I have to remind a lot of you to be open. Of course, the Seven of Pentacles, I mean, the Seven of Swords is sitting right next to the Seven of Swords sitting right next to the Two of Swords, which is good because it's like, okay, you be wise about your decisions. Have this healthy skepticism about the person, but do not go into a connection all guarded up, thinking watching, paying attention to everything that the person is doing, overthinking shit. Please don't do that because you're going to end up sabotaging yourself. Funny enough, that's where I stopped when I looked down. Please don't do that. Red flags are easy to see. The red is sitting there. Okay. And if you see the red flags, there's really that's not a decision. You already know, right? But don't ignore them. I just don't see that being the case, though. I feel like for most of you, this is talking about high alert energy with that red, if I had to be completely honest. Let's go ahead. Let's get the Lover's card here for Virgo. Ooh, Five of Cups hitting the Lover's card. And there it is, Five of Swords. For those who are in a union, this is not looking good for you because there's a lack of integrity in your connection in some way. And I'm not going to say for those who are in general, for those who are in a connection in general, you may feel that you are going down a dark hill because part of the Five of Cups is disappointment. You're disappointed in someone that you've been dealing with, right? And it looks like it may not work. There's smoke in the background here, and there's sadness on here, right? Something that's been poured out. So, where there's smoke, there's fire, right? So, a lot of you are going to have to make a decision, like I said before, about a connection that appears to not be working because of whatever. And it feels like it's more so a frustrating connection more than anything. So, again, for some of you, there's going to be a new love because something isn't working. And I'm just going to go out there and just say that could be for any Virgo, actually. That literally can be. Look, this is the card that I have to take because it flipped. And this is what was going to end up at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Child. Lord have mercy. There's going to be many lovers for you, or not lovers as far as sexual. There's going to be a change this year. And, truly, it can take a while for this change to occur because unfortunately, we're pulling a tarot. Tarot, we can say it's going to be this week, but it's giving you a broader picture of what's happening this week that's going to end up having a certain type of outcome. Okay. And the only thing that I can tell you based on what I see is that you have two cards sitting here with the sadness. Okay, you got the Five of Cups that talks about disappointment. You got the Moon card that also talks about the subconscious mind. You already know that something is there and you are waiting to see or needing to wait to make your move. It's something like that I see. It's happening with a lot of you. So I don't want you, I don't want, there's a beautiful story here. Yes. And it still remains the same that for some of you, when you meet your soulmate, it's going to be lovely. It's going to be nice. Yes. I even see that there is going to be, an engagement that is still in this reading, but some of you guys are going to have to cut something away or something has to change. Now, I always have to say that because part of the death card is a transformational energy. I mean, something has to change with you and the person that you're with. That's if you want to stay. But the Moon card is saying you have to use your intuitive powers. Okay. Money-wise, let's talk about your money here. Looking at the last two cards, some of you have not been in the best position when it comes down to your finances, none whatsoever. You may still experience a little bit of a downward. Not downward in a way. It's more so up and down because it's not that you're poor. It's more so that you have to be very careful about what you spend. And I do see the frustrations in that area for you when it comes down to your finances. It hasn't been stable. It's very much so a Gemini energy, which is interesting because we do have Gemini there with the Lovers card. So it's bipolar, as they say. You're experiencing the ups and the downs. Okay, when it comes down to your finances. 1 minute you feel okay, then the next minute you feel restricted. So be careful about how you spend your money. And one thing that I can tell you is that because of the beginning part of the reading, I saw where you were stable. I saw the stability there. But because we're talking about now and what you're experiencing now and what you could be experiencing a little bit in the beginning part of this year, because just because the clock turned 12 and it hit 2025 does not mean that you're not still experiencing some type of issue that you experienced last year when it comes down to your finances. Unfortunately, some of you still are. Now, again, like I said before, there is going to be a change in your finances. This does not have to always be bad. But some of y'all going to wake up in the morning and see that somebody done took out or that it's something that you're going to have to pay for. And it's like, oh my God, I forgot that bill was due. Oh my God, I forgot that I had to pay for this for school fees. Oh my God, I forgot that my child needs that. That's what you're going to be experiencing because unfortunately, that's the energy that the Moon and the Five of Cups is basically bringing. What's saving you is the Champion of Cups. What's saving you really is that Knight because it also talks about things that you lose, things being brought to you. So I'm just telling you, I don't know how, but that's what I see. I'm going to land with your last two cards here. This is for Virgo. Let's see. This is for Virgo. Oh yeah. Oh, you got it. You got it everywhere. You got the Five of Pentacles and you have the High Priestess. You have a lot of water here. Now, like I told you before, where's Pisces in your chart? If you guys were here at the beginning part of the reading, what did I say? I said the North or South Node is going to be going into Virgo and Pisces. Now, Pisces is coming out. You need to know where that is in your chart. How is this affecting you? Is it affecting your money? Is it affecting your work? Is it affecting your health? Is it affecting family, children, or home? Where is that affected? Now, first of all, you have the Five of Pentacles, and it's coming right before the High Priestess, which is Pisces. So for some of you, believe it or not, your money is going to increase, believe it or not, because you've had so many hardships over the past 2 years. For some of you, probably longer than that. You've been experiencing a lot of hardships. Definitely money has not been stable, none whatsoever for you. And it is going to get better. Okay. Money is going to be coming in. That is some money that you're not going to expect. Like I said before, what was at the bottom of that deck at the beginning of the reading shows it. Okay. So you will be experiencing a better situation financially. One thing that I can tell you though, because Pisces is technically the north node here, you are going to be experiencing more so some ups and downs emotionally when it comes down to love before you really hit the real thing. Okay, that's what I see. A lot of these planets are going to be moving in the middle of the year, so it's going to lighten the load for you, Virgo. But there are some things that you're going to be experiencing, and it doesn't mean that all Virgos are going to experience this. Some of y'all are going to experience it twice, maybe two times this year, or once this year, because I don't know where your Virgo is in your chart. Okay, but like I said before, you're going to have moments. Now, this week, you're probably most likely going to have moments of just something feeling very hard for you. Five of Pentacles talks about hardships. So this week, you're going to be experiencing something feeling hard, something feeling slow, maybe feeling down, maybe feeling uncertain about things, especially because High Priestess energy is right after that. So some of you are definitely feeling that. Okay. So that's what I have for you here, Virgo. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. Of course, you guys already know if you're interested in a personal reading. Oh, I forgot. Shoot, I was supposed to have a special. I need you guys to, make sure you have your notification on. I have a special. I'm not going to say it here because, sometimes I feel like that's a little tacky. But I am going to put out a video letting you guys know it's a special for a general reading. It's a general Zoom reading. And if you know your chart, don't come over here saying, yes, can you put I ain't got to that part yet, but I'm very good with generals. So if you already know your rising and you know where some of your planets are, that'll be a part of the reading. Okay. And I'm going to post that video with the special later and the price if you guys are interested in that. So this is what I have for you here, Virgo. I love you guys so much. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a good Sunday and I'll talk to you later. Bye, guys.